not doing that. There we go. That works. Oh, I need sage. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Hi, Leo-san. I'm so glad that you saw me. Did notifications come out? Hi, Michelle. Let me sage you guys. And Michelle C is first. Shell, my best friend, should be on any second to post prices, okay, guys? Leo-san. Okay, Michelle, so you can either do, if you tell me what your question is, I'm not able to have them be private because I'm using my phone. So when I use my phone, if I go out at all to check anybody's messages, thank you, Shell. Let me pin the prices. So here are the prices. Let me just explain it for everybody. And you can choose which one works best for you. And I will also explain. Okay, thank you so much. I know you got to leave, Shell. I love you. Mwah, mwah. Have a good time. Thank you for coming on and posting those for me. Okay, so the yes and no questions is a generic yes or no. You're not going to get much. Okay, good. Good, Michelle. I like to hear that. And you know what's better? When I get to say it out loud, Jeremiah, my spirit guide, hears it out loud. It's a lot better than me saying it internally. I tend to get way better messages and details that maybe I wouldn't get if I had to be very careful with what I say. Okay, so the $10 questions, that is just a pendulum swing, yes or no. It's a basic. You'll get 3 cards to kind of confirm if it's a yes or a no. Most people do not choose that one, but I have that one as an option in case that's all you can spend. The regular questions, the in-depth questions, are $20. That is a regular question with detail. And then the extended is going to be if you want a little bit of a longer reading, more detail. An extended would be something like, what is coming to me in my love life in the next 6 months? That's definitely a $30 question. I'll just straight up tell you. A $20 question could be, what are so-and-so's feelings for me at this moment? What is their energy with me? So basically you can also choose the $20 one. Okay. Are you going to do more than one question, Michelle? Just so I know. Okay, I'm going to, before we start, let me go ahead and call spirit in. Let me sage, do my thing. So I'm going to go in order of who paid first. You're going to do one more? Okay, so while I'm doing this, go ahead and just send in then the $40. The first question is $20. That's definitely not a extended reading. That's a regular. So depending on what your next question is, okay, that one would be an extended. So go ahead and send in 20 and 30. And you will be first, my love. Because what does my future look like romantically is exactly what I just said, right? What just happened? It totally kicked me off. Let's not have this be a problem tonight. I didn't do anything and it kicked me off, but I was able to come back in. If that happens again, you guys, and I don't come right back, it means I had to make a brand new one. So just stay steady. If that happens again and I don't come right back in, you're going to need to log off Okay, you're gonna need. Oh, Michelle, did you hear what I just said or no? I saw your payment. Thank you. All right, let me do my prayer real quick. It kicked me off. All right, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into these online question and answer tonight. We have a lot of people getting questions. It's going to be a fun night. Anybody who just wants to sit back and you can join the chat. You could just watch, see the way that I do my thing to see if you would ever want to get a reading in the future or tonight. All right, but I do whoever paid first is gonna go first, and I just go that way. All right, so the first person we're going to do is Michelle C. We're going to start with her first question. So here's what we do for anybody watching that's never been on here before. I am going to bring in the person that Michelle is asking about. His name is Chris. So Chris, so right now I am, and you guys, anytime you sage anything, you do it in a clockwise, okay? Clockwise always. If you're doing your room, still clockwise. If you're doing your own body, clockwise, okay? If you're doing cards and they're on the ground, clockwise. All over, clockwise, all over. Everybody has their own way of doing it, but this is my way. Okay, and always, 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 your pendulum should always, if you're going to ask about a different situation or a different person, you always need to sage in between those questions, okay? Okay, last thing I was going to say before I start readings. When I am doing readings, I am not going to be able to handle the chat room. I'm not going to be able to stop to say hi, so and so. I will say hi, Martin Jean, because we have not started. And just please hold your questions or your comments while paid readings are being performed because they are paying a good amount of money. Okay, you guys? So we're going to start with Chris and we're going to use, which one do I want to use for the first question? Let's see. I'm going to hi, Melissa. So, Melissa, if you could help me out with the chat room, can you do that for me tonight? Can you be Wendy Dawn tonight? What I mean by that is I can make you a moderator. And what you would do, because Michelle, my best friend that had to leave, I don't have a moderator for tonight. So let me know if you'll be a moderator. I'll put you as a moderator, but I need you to handle the chat, which means get your questions in. You'll also be making a line. So if I tell you it's Michelle and then it's it should be Evie next, you're gonna write that. I don't even know if you're in here because I don't see you writing anything. So okay, so Jeremiah, which deck should we use? Leo Sun. Okay, Leo Sun, thank you. You know what to do already. Can you please handle everything? No, it's okay. It's okay. Leo Sun is here. Hey, Anthony. Oh, hey, Mark. Okay. I'm going in order. Okay, so I'm about to start paid readings. So Michelle C is first. We're starting right now. She has 2 questions. Then you're next. Your mom is next. Okay. So just, you could come back in 25 minutes or you can stay and hang out. But I won't be able to text you. So make sure you come back in about 20 minutes. Okay. Make sure to come to be here when it's your turn. Otherwise, I'll go to the next person. Okay. Leo Sun, thank you for that. You will get a free pendulum reading or a pendulum question for handling the chat tonight. Thank you. Okay, Michelle, we ready? Okay, Michelle, first, before we start time, I'm going to ask Jeremiah, which deck should we use for the question about Chris? Okay, I knew he was going to say this. Okay, what about this one? Okay. Oh, can you guys see that? All right, so Michelle, you're here? I just need Michelle to say yes, she's here. Okay, here we go. So I held this one first, and then I was like, no, this is the one I want your second question. But wanted to make sure, and Jeremiah agreed with me. He said no to this one, yes to this one. So this is Chris. So we're gonna start now. It's 5:50. We'll round it to 51. This is a 10-minute question. So we're gonna start right now. So somebody, Leo Sun or Michelle or whomever, at 6:01 or at 01, wherever you are, that's when this one ends. Okay. So your question was, does Chris want you to move on? That was the question, right? Is Chris ready for me to move on? Ooh. Okay. Is Chris ready for Michelle to move on? Chris, please come forward. Please come forward. Your higher self, please come forward. All right. Let me gain your energy first. Okay. Michelle is directly asking you the question, are you ready? That's different than do you want her to. So are you ready for Michelle to move on from you and and on, figure out what her new life is going to be like? Okay, don't hold back from me. He's giving me very choppy energy, so let's see. I think he feels a little nervous answering this. A little uneasy. Yeah, uneasy. He's uneasy right now. He doesn't like the thought of it. Okay. Now, this doesn't mean this is his answer, but this is his energy as he's hearing this. This is as if you are directly asking this to his face. So it would be something that I'm getting his first reaction. Okay. And the reaction is, I'm not talking to her. We're in no contact, but just the thought of her flirting it up with somebody else makes him uneasy. Okay. Okay. What else do you want to say, Chris? He does not get to decide this, Michelle. The Knight of Pentacles. He's like, slow down. Like, damn. You're gonna go out there and like you want me to be ready for you to like move on right this minute? Yes. His answer is like, damn, you're already thinking about that? Good. Let him kind of be uncomfortable with this information and this question, because he's like, that's not the question I thought she was gonna ask me. Growth, baby, growth. Yeah, see, his ego is getting in the way. His ego is on fire right now. He's like, she is looking good. He's got to say something has changed about you. It can be your looks, but it could also just be when you do let go of an ex, and we're going to have to talk about that because I have 2 videos to send you later. We need to release the ex, okay? And if he's meant to be with you, he will be rerouted to you. But we really need to release him so that new soulmates can come in instead of people like that other person who doesn't even know how to type. He's not good enough for you. I already decided that for you. Just kidding. Thank you, Leo-san. Okay. Here's the thing. He thinks he's not ready for you to move on, but he does think that that's the right decision. Okay. Um, although he is going to come back in, he's going to get so uncomfortable. Not yet, but he's going to get so uncomfortable with this thought that he is going to come back in, and there's going to be some kind of a sudden, you're going to get some kind of sudden communication. But he already is wondering if you are talking to other people, and what he doesn't know is what bothers him the most. Okay? The unknown is what bothers him. But let's get a firm yes or no. We have 6 more minutes, so we have plenty of time. If you're not ready to give her the correct kind of relationship, Chris, answer it. Answer it the way that you think she deserves. Unless you're gonna come in and be freaking amazing. Yeah, he's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the right answer is. Do I want her to be happy? Yes. Do I want her to be happy with somebody other than me? Probably not. But at the same time, we're not meeting eye to eye. We're not aligned. We have feelings for each other, which is coming out. He does have feelings for you, but the King of Cups has feelings for you, but but number one is themselves. They are very selfish. They choose themselves, what makes them comfortable before anybody else, especially in a relationship. He says that you are at your prime. You want stability, you want growth, you want a partnership, you want longevity. And as as sad as that is, he can't offer that to you. Um so he says he knows that for you to be at your highest capacity of joy, contentment, happiness is for you to not choose to never be with him again or give him another chance, but for you to look at your options, for you to kind of go out there in the world, have your eyes open, be aware of your surroundings, and if you find yourself attracted to somebody, his heart cares about you enough that he does want you to do that. He wants you to explore it. Now, if that ends up being that nobody compares to him and that leads all roads lead back to him, he'd be happy, but I still see it not being a very long term forever happily ever after with him. So whew, I mean, I think that, yeah, that took a lot for him to say. I do want you to know it took a lot for him to say what I just said, and I don't want to repeat it because it'll waste time. He wants you to be at your highest fulfillment. And because he has not been able to measure up, because he can't take accountability, have hard conversations, and do what real couples do, he feels that it would be unjust and unfair to be possessive of you, even though he does not want to see what that looks like. He doesn't want to see a picture. He doesn't want to know about it. He doesn't want to see it. He doesn't want to even know it's happening. But like the good part of him is like, I care about her enough that she's a great, wonderful person. And he does see you as a soulmate. So, he's like, unless I can get my act together, am I ready for her to move on? No, not necessarily. But do I think it would be the right thing for me to like let her go? Yes. We have 2 more minutes. Let's see if that measures up with the pendulum. I think this is gonna say no because I don't think he's ready for you to move on forever. Because I told you he's gonna come dip in right when you're like experiencing somebody else, and you're probably gonna tell him too little, too late. That's my prediction, but let's see. Okay, Michelle is asking you directly, are you ready for her to move on from you? No matter what that looks like, by herself, with somebody else, no matter what that looks like. Yeah. His answer to that, like if you had just paid for a yes or no, it would have been a no, but by getting all of the details, now you know why it's a no. He's not ready for that. And he's probably going to, he's telling me, he's like, whoa, like I'm going to come in and I'm going to kind of like put a flame on the fire. Like I'm going to douse that fire. Like if I see her happy with somebody else, he doesn't know how he would feel, but right now it would infuriate him and it makes him uncomfortable thinking about it. But because you are a soulmate and because he's the one that's been in the wrong, Michelle, this whole time, and he does have a heart and he does care about you, he does want you to do what's best for you. Okay, let's move on to your next question. How did you like that? Whoever I'm doing the reading for can comment as much as you want. Okay, thank you, Chris. I really appreciate that. In a small amount of time, you gave us, I think, a lot of, nope, too late, so long, sucks. Yes, girl. I think that that's exactly what's going to happen because I think you're going to meet somebody sooner than later. And I think he's going to creep back in, but you're going to already see what this other person, and it doesn't mean you have to be with the other person forever, right? It's just that you're going to start seeing, oh, this is how like dating is supposed to be. Like, this is how I'm supposed to be treated. This is the way that a man this age expresses themselves, has no, past baggage that he's bringing to me, and you know he puts me first and blah blah blah. Just those things. It doesn't have to be you choosing another guy over him. It could be you choosing, wow, this is what else is out there. This is more of how I want to be treated. So so long, sucker. Right? You do hope it's him. I'm just like, he's making me frustrated as your friend, Robert. Okay. But let's see if Robert comes into this. I am not asking for Robert to come into your next question. If he comes in, that's a great thing, right? Okay. So, has anybody else sent in for another question or for a question so that we can get you on the list? Okay. Michelle, what was your second question? Can you please let me I'm not going to use that deck, so let me, I hope you at least get a chance to meet Robert because I think you guys are a really good match. But I do not like that he's not communicative. Hi, Marissa, my little love joy. What does the future look like romantically? So, Marissa, if you want to get in line, go ahead and send in your payment so we can make sure that you get in as quickly as possible. After Michelle is doing one more question, and um it is I'm sure he's in it. Yeah, I agree. I think he's going, what's going on here? And I really do think you have your usual three. Okay, so Leo Sun, can you do me a favor? Put Michelle, comma, Evie, comma, Marissa. But I need, put Michelle, one question, Evie, one, Marissa, three. Okay, and everybody's doing it's gonna be 20, 20, 20, okay, Marissa? So it'd be 60, just send in 60 for the 3 questions, okay? Okay, we are going straight to Michelle's next question. This is gonna be a fun one. This is the one thank you, Marissa. I'm so glad to see you guys on here. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Let's get the energy of Chris out of here. Sorry, thank you, Chris. You can now leave. Jeremiah and Samantha, Michelle's next question is the extended question. This is a 15-minute question. Thank you, Leo-san. Amazing. And remind me when I'm doing my break, Leo-san, that's when you're going to think of your yes or no question, okay? For being the lead moderator tonight. Deal? That's what I'm going to do from now on. Whoever's the lead will get a free yes or no question. That's a $10 free question. All right. Aw, thank you, Marissa. You're so sweet. That pays for me to transfer it over to my bank. You're amazing. Okay, Leo's son, will you keep track of the time? I got it. I said, you're so sweet for sending the extra $2 because that pays for me to transfer it to my bank. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, guys, it's 6:06. We're starting right now. What is coming up in Michelle C? I don't know why I always say Michelle C because my best friend is named Michelle, but I call her Shell. And so if I say Michelle, oh my God, I get all twisted. Okay. What does the future look like romantically for Michelle? 6:06, so we end at 21. Here we go. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this different question. Show us who, how many, what does her future look like romantically? Let's look from now through the summer into the fall, into early fall maybe. All right, what's gonna, woo, okay. Yes, girl. You are going, I think this has already happened. You are making a choice that you want somebody who is going to align with you. Okay? They're telling me to write down, I tell everybody this part, write down 3 non negotiables. 3. Meaning, if one of these 3 things they cannot do, they're out or they're at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay? Thank you, Leo-san. I appreciate that. Whoever's getting the reading can message during the chat, but everybody else hold back. Thank you. So this is you're looking for somebody to give. You've always been the giver. You're looking for that in return. This time you're going in with a different mind frame of I am the prize, I am the woman, I want to be pursued, and I want equal give and take. I am always the over giver. My problem as well. Okay? So that's good. And that you have made a choice that what does not belong in your life needs to leave. Okay? And you need to write down 3 non-negotiables. So, like mine, be my provider doesn't mean I don't pay for anything or have a job, but be my provider, my protector, and my professor of love. Those are my 3. For somebody like Marissa, has to want to have children and get married. That's a non-negotiable. Think of the biggest non-negotiables, write those down. And if one of them is being emotionally available, put that down. Okay? This is you walking away from what no longer serves you to see what else is out there. So what is coming in for Michelle romantically? Anytime between right this minute. If you could show me anybody, that would be amazing. Okay, but you're gonna, oh heck no. For these 2 cards, I saw this one and went, oh my God, there was one attached. The next person coming into your life, maybe not the next person, but somebody coming up is going to be the one and a soulmate. Let me make this very clear. We have dozens of soulmates, okay? So when we hold on to an attachment from one ex who may be a two of cups, who may be a soulmate, if you have that person and you have not released them and like leave it to God, leave it to the universe, whoever you believe in. And if that ex comes back, then great. If they don't, then you're going to start getting rewarded with soulmate like people, not people who are going to waste your time, who are going to just want you for a hookup, that kind of thing. This is going to be, you're going to have to do the release though at your timing. Okay, we've got the judgment card. The judgment, I always look at this, like look down here and look up here. This is an angel. Sometimes it looks like heaven. So this to me is heaven. Like they are bringing you people that are going to be more, yeah, aligned with you. The 10 of Cups. Okay, can you show me somebody that's going to come in? Jeremiah, describe somebody that's going to come in and when. Thank you, Leo-san. Describe somebody. Okay, they made me take a big, this person, they have a smell, their cologne, something, when you meet them, you're going to remember this. Because we don't like everybody's cologne. You're going to be like, I went on a date, and it could be maybe the third man, the second man, the first man, the fourth man, who knows. But remember this, that you're going to be like, oh my God, he went in for the hug, or at the end, he went in for the kiss, and I could smell him, and they're using the word divine. You can chat, Michelle, unless you just are listening. When people don't chat, I'm like, are they here? Okay, so remember that. Okay. They're saying though, for these people to come in, you really need to let go. Let go the devil and the wheel of fortune. Basically, anything that went wrong in your past, yes, or I can do it for you. I mean, I do a godly ritual release that's actually going to do the job. Most people don't know how to do the release, but we could talk about that. But I will send you the videos that I post on my channel. Okay. Very yummy, like intoxicating. Like you're just gonna know. Yeah, we'll discuss that later. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, look at her. All of the, like, everything is going haywire, which is actually a good thing. It means that you don't get to, make little baby steps. The universe, God, your spirit guides, they're all coming in and being like, we know what you need. And so we're going to switch some shit up. This person might not look your typical type. This person might not live right where you live. There's going to be different aspects that are going to make things kind of fun for you. They're saying you need a little bit of fun. They don't want to set just one person in front of you right after a long-term, very emotional relationship. They want you to have options. They want you to go out on dates with many people. And they want you to like relive your early 20s or your 20s. Okay. And then you're going to know, like, okay, because of the way this person treats me, like, You're gonna be like, okay, this person is runner number one right now. This person's in third place. This person's in second place, and we're gonna talk about it. Like I could tell that we're gonna just as friends gonna talk about like you know, and you're gonna have nicknames for these guys. Okay, that are cute and fun I don't know, you're gonna feel like a whole new woman. I don't know, there's some song that they're trying to tell me. Yeah, like Stella gets her groove back kind of thing. Okay, 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is all about having a guard up, but I know that you don't. I know you don't. So why I don't even know why that card was here. Oh, oh. Jeremiah, she's beyond this. I'm telling you, Jeremiah, she's beyond this. He's saying he just wants to say that during you dating these other people, you will have moments of, am I doing the right thing? Should I be waiting for Chris? Should I be getting back with Chris? And he's saying you gotta, you in order to really find the love of your life, you're gonna have to decide on your own that this is over. And that he really doesn't deserve another chance. You gave him another one and he failed. He failed the test. Okay. So he knows now that you're in your Queen of Wands era. This is the confident we talked about, the independence, and the I'm going to do it my way. So they're saying, yeah, miserably. So they're saying, I might have to go a couple minutes over. I want to see, I'm going to make the next or the last minutes about who is going to come in. Okay, can you give me how many people are going to come in the next 3 months? Well, between now and summer. How many people? 2 people. Okay. If you want to extend it another 5 minutes, you have the opportunity to do so. It's $10, but it's up to you. Okay, let me try to get one of these people. Okay. Show me who this person is. Oh, shoot. Okay, so they show me a truck, and all of a sudden, they show me a truck, right? And all of a sudden, I get that picture that you sent me. He's standing next to a big ass truck. Okay, that doesn't mean it's him, but let me see. So there's 2 people at least separate from, trust me, right now would be the good time to probably pay the extra $10 because I'm gonna find out exactly what these people look like. But it's up to you. I'm going to describe. I think it might be Robert, but let's see. Is this Robert? What? I was like kind of telling Jeremiah, kind of leave Robert out right now because he's not doing the good job. Okay. You could send it after we're done. So, okay. So we'll go until 26. Go to 26. Okay. Let me make sure. They showed me the truck. Show me something else. Show me timing. Is he the first guy that's going to come in or the second? I think he's going to be the second. I think he's going to be the second because he's wasting his freaking time right now. Yeah. Okay. This guy is just an option. Don't put too many feelings into hoping it's Robert. Okay? Like Jeremiah is saying, this is somebody that they're bringing attention to that you noticed. You've done your job. Now you sit and wait. And if he doesn't reach out, if he's not the next one to reach out, that just looks, I hate to say the word, but like, we don't need to be the pursuers. No matter how confident we are, no matter how independent we are, no matter that we give 0 Fs, we need to stay in our lane because it teaches these guys how to treat us. So listen to what I'm saying from a dating perspective, coaching, and from psychic and from friendship. Okay. We're giving Robert too much because right now he's like the only option we're looking at. So he was brought in just to kind of get your mind activated into, he's cute. It doesn't mean you guys won't meet. It doesn't mean you won't go on a date. I just think don't turn anything into serious until they have been the leader, the pursuer, and court you, date you. Okay. Anything else about this person? He will treat you very good. The only thing I wonder is if he lacks some confidence from his marriage. Okay. But he will treat you very good. Okay, I want to know, is this the first guy that she's going to go on a date with? I knew it. I freaking knew it. Is this the second guy she's going to go on a date with? Now, look, if you're cool like me, you do not have to stop the pendulum to ask the other question. Do you see how fucking hard this is swinging? Okay? He's going to be your second date. So, good job. You're going to go on a date with this man when he gets it together. I think he's just like, who is this woman? And in some way, he thinks his ex might have, like, might know you, okay? And might be testing to see if he's dating. So he's in his head right now. Once he gets out of his head and he just says, hey, how do I know you? You guys will end up on a date. Okay. Okay. Who is the first guy? So somebody else is coming in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This could be love. We've got the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely a romantic partner. This person is ready for a relationship. 9 of Coins. This person is very independent. Very stable, financially set, um, younger than Chris. I'm seeing about, I see dark brown hair, but he has hair. Like he's got hair, baby. Um, he's got dark brown hair that you can brush. Okay, so not short. Um, it's nice, thick brown hair. Um, he is a white guy. He is a white guy. Um, he he's not overweight, he's not thin, he's not super athletic, but he's just like he's kind of what I like. He's got nice arms, but he's got a little bit of a tummy. I like that. He's a manly man. He's gonna be taller than Robert, successful, very easy on the eyes. Okay, very manly, very articulate, very intelligent. Um, but the differences between the two guys, I think you're gonna like Robert more because you'll have more in common. He's retired. He's the one that has the truck that they showed me and the picture you showed me. He's got all the grandchildren. I think you're going to really, really, really want to go towards Robert, and he may be the love of your life, okay? The other guy you're going to go out with first, at least you get to see he's going to take you on dates. But there's going to be something. You're going to come to me and be like, there's just something I don't like. There's one thing about him I don't like. And it almost feels like with Robert, you could completely, like, you know how I'm goofy and I'm out there and I'm eccentric, like, you can completely be yourself around this Robert. With the other guy, you almost have to, thank you, yes, you just need them to communicate. Well, that's going to be the problem. Okay, this is going to be the problem, is that one is going to be able to communicate, but more in like the intellectual way instead of the like, the I don't know, if you need what I need, which is like someone just who adores you and just dotes on you, that's going to be Robert. If you want somebody who's like very, very intelligent and has very like amazing stories, I find that dull. But I think that's what it is. Like he's going to be a little bit too rigid, a little bit too manly, a little bit not for you. Like you'll tell me, I can see it. You'll be like, he pays for everything, he is good on the eyes, he communicates a lot, but I kind of feel like I'm just sitting there at the whatever his name is show. Like he talks a lot about his life and himself, whereas he's not really asking a lot of me. So then I kind of go inward and I'm not showing my true, authentic, silly, crazy side, right? Which I adore. So time is up. Okay. So that was it. Wow. Okay, it's going to be Evie next. I am going to take a quick break. So Leo Sun, think of your question. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Nobody leave. I'm still going to be on here. I'm just going to be turning the Oh, she just means bring me to number 2. Yeah. So, but it'll be okay because you'll go out on a date with a guy who's like got it all on paper. And then you'll be like, but I don't want that guy. I want the guy who is a little quirky and a little different and he's got a nice heart. I really do see a good match with you and Robert. I really do. But he has to be the first one to reach out next, or it has to be done. But that's just my own rules. So you could do whatever the hell you want, girl. Okay, Evie, Mark, are you guys here? Okay, Michelle, you could just send the $10, and then I'm going to take a 5-minute break, but I'm still here to be talking to you. I am just moving this so that my face is not shown. Okay, when I come back on, Mark, I will ask you to post her question, not until I come back on, okay? Actually, hold on. I have to run to the restroom. So hold on, Leo-san, okay? All right, let me see. Let me sage the pendulum really quick. Okay, thank you for Michelle's question. Jeremiah and Samantha, I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna do a yes or no pendulum question for Leo Sun. She would like to know if she will finally get a diagnosis with these last results that just came in this week. Wow, we're like going through some similar medical stuff. That's crazy, Leo Sun. Okay, wait. You would like to know if you will finally get a diagnosis. Okay. Now, have they done more than just blood tests? Urine, blood, have they done more than that? Leo San? Leo San, are you here? They have done more than blood tests? Okay. All right, Jeremiah. Leo San wants to know Gloria, right? Gloria wants to know if she will finally get a diagnosis with these last results that just came in this week. Yeah, you will. You will. Are you already referred to a specialist, or they do, or they need, or are you already, or have you already been referred to a specialist? Okay, and it's a specialist that is doing the testing, correct? Perfect. All right, because that's what I saw. I saw that you're a general doctor. You've been complaining about things. They've done blood work. They've done a bunch of stuff, wasting a bunch of time. Same with me. Finally figured out maybe where it was coming from. Needed to refer you to a specialist in that area. The specialist now has you went to a consult. You did some advanced testing, and the results are going to give you a diagnosis. Yes. Can you tell me where in your body? You don't have to tell me what it is. Where in your body? Because I want to see if this is something that can be maintained. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I know nothing about that. Is that here? Where is a pituitary? I have no idea. I'm not lying. Is that your heart? Is that brain? Okay. That's so crazy. Sorry. Sorry. If you saw the way that I'm looking right now, when I said body, I wanted to say head because I kept getting head, and all my stuff is my brain. And I kept getting that there's a parallel to me and you. And so I don't know what a pituitary is. It a pituitary gland or something? I know I've heard of that before. Okay. It's you're Let me just make sure though they're gonna be able to do something that you'll be okay. I see you being okay. Jeremiah, are they gonna be able to do something about the tumor and will she be okay? Yeah, you're gonna be okay, honey. Oh my god. Okay. I I should just fucking put all of my money on red and be done. Earlier when I said they checked your blood, they tested for everything. I almost said your hormones and then I didn't cuz I don't like to be wrong. But that's just crazy. You gave me a lot of confirmation right there because I felt when I said in your body, I was like, I want to say your head, but I also don't like being wrong. You're going to be okay. They're good. You're in good hands with the right doctors now. They definitely dropped the ball with like, oh, we'll test your blood again every few couple of months. Bullshit. I've been going through this for 16 months now. So you're gonna be good, girl. You're gonna be good. You're in the right hands, the right doctors, the right testing, the right surgeries, the right diagnosis. Okay, Evie, go ahead and post your question. Mark, post Evie's question for me. Can you email me again, Leo-san? I get like 40 spam shit in my email every day, so I barely ever look in it. Send me your phone number again so that I can finally get in touch with you. Okay, this is Evie then. My question is, since we last talked, what is Angie's energy lately since we did the cutting of the ties? Yes. We did what I call a godly ritual, which everybody else is going to call a spell because everybody just knows them as spells. But for me, to protect myself and to protect my clients, I do everything in a godly way. Okay. And that one was a very good, probably, I mean, I know I've done another one, but like this was a really, really good one. Um, So yeah, let's check that. I'll be back. I'll be ready in about 1 minute. All right, Jeremiah. For Evie's question, which deck should I use? This is going to be about Angie's energy. That's a circle. What about this one? That's a no. Okay, what about this one? That's a yes. Okay, cool. Okay, let me go ahead and sage real quick. I'm back. I just saw your email, Gloria. Thank you. I won't forget this time, honey. Okay. So we do not start the 15 minutes. This is an extended question. We do not start it until I say we're starting it. Okay. So first, I'm going to call Jeremiah and Samantha. Please, thank you for Leo-san for her answer. That was incredible. Now we're on a roll. Spiritually connected, very much so. All right. So now we're going to do Evie's question about Angie. And I'm going to use this pendulum and this deck. Okay. All right. So I'm going to say the question and then we're going to start the time. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you for being my lead. I'm going to call one lead moderator each time I come online and give them a $10 question. Okay. So let's start it at 39. I saw it just turned 38. So let's just go to 15 after. So it's easy. Here we go. So let's bring in Angie, and it's so crazy. The second I bring somebody in, if they are not a toxic person, they always come to my right. I'm not like trying to finagle anything. I said, Angie, please come in, and she's on my left. Every time this happens, if it's not a good person. All right, so here we go. Jeremiah and Samantha, Evie wants to know, since we last talked, what is Angie's energy lately since we did the cutting of the ties? Here we go. All right, show me Angie, show me her energy. Mm, okay, I like this. She's she's showing me, so these are symbols, okay? That she's very confused is not the right word. She's not understanding. She's acting like a little kid and like throwing all of the cards on the ground. She's throwing a hissy fit saying, "This isn't working." Okay? So that shows the cutting of the ties is definitely working. Now, we on Earth on the 3D have free will. So that doesn't magically make her a good person, right? So let's see. What is the energy? But she is. She's like throwing a fit. It's not confusion. It's, I keep trying to do things in my home. You know, what we've seen, the candles, the Ouija board, the weird, yucky devil crap that I do not associate with. And she keeps saying she's frustrated because nothing seems to be working. Okay. What is her energy, spirit? Okay, I'm just gonna, anytime spirit speaks, I just have to say it, whether it makes sense or not. Um, she wants what you have. I've said that a million times, but it's coming out, so I'm saying it again. Um, she sees you, she sees you with your family, and it infuriates her, as we've seen before, because in her own household, she feels like everybody is against her and that nobody really cares to be around her. Her kids don't even show like a loving bond. Like I'm seeing that hey, hey, what's for dinner? Like that, like this very low energy in the house that the kids are not, like, she's not maternal, the kids are not loving and like compassionate towards her. um it's just and very low energy, very boring. I see that one, I don't know how many kids she has, but somebody does a lot of video games, stays in their room like 24/7 doing video games or TV or something. She tries so hard to be like us, making her kids go out to eat with her. What? Or go do things like I do with my kids. They're weird. How weird. Yeah, she always is trying to m- m- mirror you. She has four. The oldest is 24. He has video. Okay, because they just showed me freaking 24/7 video games. Video game parties. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So here's the biggest thing, and this has not changed. The biggest thing that she wants that you have. Look at all of these purple men. Okay? We have the King of Cups, the King of Coins, and the King of Wands. Your husband has all three of these qualities. Your husband is a king. He gives love. He could be difficult sometimes. The King of Cups is loves their wife, but they're also a little selfish. Um, most of them are. And then we've got the King of Coins, which means he's a provider. He makes sure that you are okay, financially. And the King of Wands, he's attracted to his wife. He's attracted to you. But what you see is that he's a king. He's not a page, a king, and a knight. He's a man. Okay. And those qualities she once spent but he's not those things. The other thing that she wants is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about the commitment, the marriage, the commitment. True statement. Laugh my ass off. The commitment. This is what gets her into a spiral. This is her overthinking about you. This is her. Look at this picture. Look at this. I don't know why they're showing me like this. Pretend like this is her window and like these are curtains and she's spying. She's looking out her window to look across the street at you guys. What this card means is thinking about you 24/7. Yeah, Delulu for sure. Okay. And with this card, unable to fix things to make it more like yours. Okay. Um, what is her energy towards Jeremiah? What is her energy towards Evie specifically? What time are we ending at? No. It can't end at 7:15. It's 6:46. That's like a 40-minute. It's 15 minutes. What time did we start? I think I said I was going to go to 55. Yeah, we started at 55. I did? Okay. So, yeah, we'll go to 55 instead of 54. Oh, hell no. That was my doctor's saying, hold on, let me finish this reading. Okay, the Temperance. What she's seeking is peace, which is what she's taking from you. Can I ask you, since the cutting of the ties, have you felt any more peace? Have you, because what I really wanted you to gain out of that is that you stop obsessing about what she's doing to make you feel unpeaceful, to really each day, if you have to sit and meditate for 5 minutes, or if you have to sit down and pray to get your, okay, good, yay, that makes me happy. Okay, it doesn't mean everything's perfect, it just means things are getting better with you, and everything starts with you, right? Okay, so we have the Moon. Well, ooh, the Fool, the Six of Cups. She feels that you don't give a flying fuck about her anymore. Sorry. She is feeling, because you say, yes, I actually have, and these three cards come out. What this means is she doesn't know what, she feels like she's losing information on you guys. Okay, good. On you specifically, because the Six of Cups is somebody you care about, but is an ex. So you're her ex kind of friend. In her mind, you guys were friends. In your mind, you guys were acquaintances, that you were nice because you moved into the area, right? Um, and with the Fool card, the Fool is, I can tell that Evie, so I'm Angie saying this, I can tell that Evie cares less and less and less about what the F I'm doing, thinking, feeling, blah, blah, blah. And the Moon, though, is what we get from the cutting of the ties is a satisfaction that she gets to see the Moon, which is she has no idea what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what's going on with you. And that makes her crazier, 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 and crazier. Okay. Let's see what else. What else is her energy since the last time we checked? Damn. Damn. Okay, so the one king that did not come out with your husband, which is good, is the King of Swords. The King of Swords. Now, you could I don't do gender specific. So a queen or a king with a sword, well, to me it's good. I like to be a badass Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords says whatever she wants and means it. They're direct, but they think with their mind, okay? And then the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. So she's getting from you this energy. This is what she's saying she's getting from you is that you're done. There's never going to be a resurrection. There's never going to be a new friendship. There's never going to be a reconnection or even a cordial relationship. And she's mad. So, like, this is you saying, I'm done. And this is her being like, well, how can I hurt you? How can I hurt you now? Because if you're done and you're saying you've got 10 swords in you, that's a lot of pain, right? How can I cause you more pain? She's starting to see, oh, okay. So Jeremiah goes, she asked her reader if you've done some kind of a spell on her. I don't think that the reader necessarily answered correctly because Angie was asking if you did a malicious spell, which I don't do malicious spells, right? Nope, she burned that bridge when she started being obsessed with me and my family. 3 minutes. Okay, what is the final? What do you want to say? What is your final words, Angie? She has another thing coming because we're protected. That's exactly what I'm saying. And that's why I say everybody calls it a spell. But for me, when I perform these, they're godly rituals. That is it. I use God. I use my spirit guides. Oh, Jeremiah goes, she doesn't get any last words. I'm going to give Evie my last words. So Jeremiah wants to say something with these last 3 minutes. Is that exactly what you just said? She has another thing coming because we're protected and we always make sure of that. So you have the Four of Wands, which is the 1111 card. 1111 is obviously the angel numbers. This is also home and family. And you have the Ace of Coins, which is you have opportunities that this woman will never have. And you have the stability and the bond with your family that she will never have. That's what she's jealous of. And there's nothing she can do that could ever break that up. Could give me 3 more cards. But at the same time, you know, we're not going to say this woman is going to go away because she does live across the street from you and she is crazy. So the high priestess is always a high priestess is a higher spiritual leader, like a spirit advisor, a psychic. This is also your own intuition, your own gut instinct. Always follow your gut. Okay? Because it does show that she cannot let go of you yet. She is still holding on tight. And because this started with nothing is working, nothing negative that I, Angie, am doing is working. So now she's thinking, well, then maybe I need to change tactics and do one of those friend spells, right? Because we're ending this with the Three of Cups, the Empress, and the Magician. So that's definitely a friendship spell. a love spell, a bringing back to people. But the Three of Cups for me in this situation is jealousy. So she wants to be you, which is the Empress. It goes Page, Princess, Queen, Empress. She sees you as the highest, right? It goes King, and then there's an Emperor, but the Emperor can be a dick, so I like Kings better. But uh, she sees you as having it all. And whatever that means, whether that is your car, whether that is your house, whether that is your family dynamic, it's all of it. So just know, maybe in the future, maybe next week, you want to ask another question about where we're ending, which is the Magician is she has plans to get close to you. This people usually say it's friendship. For me, it's a reconciliation or a reconnect, but it's also formed from jealousy. Okay? Thank you. And now it's Marissa's turn. And after Marissa, we are done for the night. I think that's all that I can handle tonight. So if you want to let Marissa know it's her turn, you're welcome. She has an, oh wait, I wonder if she was mad when she saw that my bestie came to pick me up. She just walked in from work. Okay. Oh, well, let's use the pendulum really quick. Do you know if she saw? She probably saw. Angie, we'll ask this way. Did you see Evie's best friend come pick her up recently? So you did see it. Okay, that's why I asked her. Instead of just saying, "Are you mad that blah blah blah?" First, let's see, did she see it? Did she recognize it? She answered yes. And did that make you feel happy? See, I ask it in different ways so that you know you're getting the right answer. People use these techniques when you're because the time is up, but when you're on your own and if you have pendulum, don't ask a lot of questions that you think the outcome is going to be a yes. Because a lot of times the pendulum will go yes. So how you want to cross reference it just once in a while. Thank you, Leo-san. Actually, what I'll do is I'll take off the prices. There we go. What you can do, no, and now I'm going to pin that. Perfect. Okay, so was she happy? The answer was no. She's answering again. Okay. Last question. Did it make you upset when you saw her best friend pick her up? And the answer is yes. Okay, Marissa, my honey bunny, let me sage. What's going to be your first one? You said your usual 3. I know 2 of them. What's the other one? Or which one do you want to start with, my love? Okay, hold on. If I don't come back, I gotta check something real quick because it's from the doctor and I have an appointment tomorrow. Give me 1 second. If it kicks me off, Marissa, I will text you and I will come right back on. So for a second, it's going to like be a little circle. Don't leave anybody. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Leo-san, they have been messing with me for months and I finally have an appointment tomorrow. And so it showed somebody was calling and it you know how you can only like see like the first part? It said something like if you would like to, and it was a P word and I didn't know what it was and it was giving me anxiety. I thought it was going to be like if you want to reschedule. They've been messing with me for so much with so much both ends of the spectrum, behavioral health and freaking general health. And like it's been, oh, Marissa, you would understand because you work at a freaking You work in healthcare, but like I have three huge things going on with me, and they're just acting like it's no big deal. I have hypokalemia, which you can end up in the ICU. It's part of the reason why I have three abnormal EKGs. I my roommate had to call last year to call 911 for an ambulance to get me because I couldn't breathe. You don't do it. Exactly. Because I couldn't breathe and I had a bunch of stuff like bronchitis and all these other things, influenza A and da da da. But what was really bad was your potassium going really low. It needs to be at a 3.5 to a 5, and mine was at 1.7, which is called hypokalemia, which means like you end up in the ICU. They had to immediately like get two huge things, and it is painful, man. The most painful thing I've ever had go into me, and instead of giving me like some kind of medication, because it's so painful going into the body. They just made it drip less. So I was there for like 8 hours. It was horrendous. Since then, all that my two doctors have done is give me blood test after blood test, which keep showing you are the opposite. We usually send patients to ER because they have high potassium. Oh, yeah, no. This is called hypokalemia. Like, it is very, very dangerous. And so they've just been doing blood test after blood test for the last 15 freaking months that all show that I'm still in hypokalemia. And they haven't at least given me a therapeutic dose of potassium, but they haven't done any testing as to where it's coming from. Is it my kidneys? And if it's my kidneys this whole time, like I'm beyond upset. Then I have diabetes, and then on top of that, I have uh wait, okay, my low potassium, my diabetes. Oh, and then I have my all of my brain injury. Right, two doctors, and I'm like, I refuse to give blood anymore because you guys don't do anything about it. Why am I about to give blood again, urine again? For you guys to do nothing? No. Like I finally changed my doctor because like I guess they have a policy once a year you have to go in person. No problem. Well, my doctor I got a new PCP. I'm so excited. Yeah, but all that's gonna do no, honey. Leo son, my mom not for somebody in hypokalemia. Look up the word hypokalemia or look up 1.7 potassium level. My mom bought me this. No, I haven't taken one. This is not a therapeutic dose. You would have to take 8 to 12 of these a day to have a therapeutic dose. And all that does is keep you like this. It doesn't find out what is holding the potassium. What is making it so low? It's probably the kidneys, which is the worst case scenario. Yeah, and that's why this is not open because I refuse to just take something over the counter. That's not a therapeutic dose. That's not doing anything for the actual, you know what I mean? Why would I want the blood levels to look better than they actually are by taking over the counter potassium? That does not make sense. Exactly. But how low? If you're in hypokalemia, how low is your potassium? And then so I get vestibular migraines, which is 6 days. I'm in that bed in the dark, no TV, no lights, no sounds, can't be on my phone, can't call nobody, can't text nobody, can't look through my phone. I'm constantly, for that whole 6 days, vomiting, vertigo, can't sleep, can't keep nothing down. It is horrendous. So I finally switched my PCP. I get to see her in June, and then I need to see a neurologist. I'm not sure now. I was on a prescription and then I was able to go on supplements. Yeah, I don't know, honey. I think mine's a little. I don't know. It's a little different when for a year and a half or 15 months that I'm aware of it, that I've been in hypokalemia. It's very scary, like scarier to me than my diabetes or anything else. And because it affects your kidneys, it affects my heart, it affects my breathing. I feel like I'm going to have a heart attack. I have 3 abnormal EKGs, one at the ER, one at my doctor's office, one at a cardiologist. So there's a lot going on with me and nobody's doing anything about it. So I had a doctor for 20 years, and at the end of 2024, he retired, and I've like just toggled to different doctors, and like they are not the right fit for me. And this one doctor, uh, a girl, she stopped giving me all of my medications way months before um I was supposed to go in person. And I've asked for her just to call me so I could talk to her about what's going on, because I keep she keeps being like 5 weeks out. Well, guess what? Every time it ends up on that day, I'm in a 6-day episode. When you have a vestibular migraine, it's different from a regular migraine, guys. You cannot walk, I cannot talk, I can't do readings, I can't do questions, I cannot have a conversation, my words do not come out, my cognitive doesn't work. It's absolute hell. Okay, let's go. Marissa, let's do this. What is your first question, my love? These are all going to be 10-minute questions. Unless she wants to extend. The fly on the wall? Okay. Okay, let me get 2 minutes so I can get like all of all of my energy away. Give me 2 minutes, okay? I want to be able to answer you, Marissa, without having like my shit in there. But thank you guys for listening. I appreciate it. Oh, Marissa, thank you for saying switch your PCP. So there was, out of 5 doctors, general doctors, like your PCP, I've seen like 5 different ones. And there was one that I got to see, and at the end, I'm like, oh my God, I want her so bad. And it was like last year. She was so great. Yes, we do. She was phenomenal, Marissa. And I was like, at the end, she goes, "Oh, you do know they did tell you that I'm not taking new patients." And I'm like, I was devastated. So like every 3 months I call and I ask, and they're like, "Nope, nope, nope, nope." And this time, I think that they just said that because this last time that I called, I didn't even ask about her. I found another doctor that I was going to ask for my PCP to be changed to. And it was cool because it wasn't the people at the clinic, um, at the office. It was the call center, and like they tend to be a lot nicer. Um, And so she's like, "Oh, I'm not able to see, so I have to transfer you. We have a department who actually is the only ones that are able to see um who is or isn't taking new patients, and then they're the ones that do the transfer of care." So I'm like, okay. So they transferred me over. I got this very sweet girl. And so I asked for the first lady, and she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. She's not taking new patients." So I was like, "Oh no," because like I looked up everybody's picture in uni. I go off of the energy, and I also like female doctors. Um, and I'm kind of glad that they told me no, because if they had told me it would like she was taking new patients, I would have gone with her. So then I said, "Oh no, I don't even know. Can you just like give me a list?" And the first person they said is that doctor. And I was like, "No way." I was like, "Don't get my hopes up. You swear she's taking new patients?" I'm like, "I call every 3 months." And she's like, "I promise we wouldn't be able to even schedule you the consultation, your first appointment with her, if she wasn't taking new patients." So I scored. So good job, me. She's wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna start saging for Marissa. Okay, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come in to Marissa. Marissa's gonna have 3 questions tonight. I'm so glad that Marissa and her family are here tonight. Thank you for Leo Sun, Michelle C, Shell, um, Melissa came in. Anybody else that came in and watched, I really appreciate. Thank you, Mark, for coming in. Okay, so we're gonna be bringing in Greg. I almost forgot his damn name. It's been so long, girl. Okay. Greg and Emily, for this first question, we're going to be a fly on the wall. So let's. We got this saging really good for you, Marissa. So let's sage. I might use both decks, so I'm just going to go ahead since you're the last person, and I'm going to sage both decks. And then we're going to sage me. This is what I talk about. To get me and everything I'm thinking about out of Marissa's reading, you just sage around your brain clockwise. Okay? Oh, it smells so good, guys. All right, give me one more minute and then I'll be ready. And you know the name of the game, Marissa. If you want to extend any of them, just let me know. You can pay afterwards, okay? As we're getting to the end. And Leo Sun is going to be the one that is going to be timing it. So each of these questions are going to be 10 minutes long. Once I bring Jeremiah and Samantha in and I say the question, that is when the time begins. All right. So I'm only gonna have half of this. So oh no! Of course I would fucking fuck that up. God damn it. Let's get into your question. All right. They're telling me this deck for that question. Here we go. We're starting at, it says 714. Just make it 15. So we're ending at 25. All right. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this first question for Marissa. Greg, please come forward. Emily, come forward. Emily on my left, Greg on my right. We want to be a fly on the wall. We are starting now. All right. What is going on in their relationship? What is going on? Show me, Jeremiah, what is going on between Emily and Greg at this moment. We have not checked in quite a while. Thank you, Leo-san. Oh, oh no. Have you seen any new pictures or anything? Oh, wait. Could have been, it could be turn of events. So let me get a few more cards. What the hell happened? All of a sudden it look okay. This is what I have so far. We have the 10 of Pentacles with the Temperance. What these two mean together is that this is all about family, spending time together, and working things out. Okay? Temperance is all about fixing things. Okay? Nourishing the relationship, making things better. So I said, oh no. But then these two cards came out next. So I need to deep dive. We've got the Three of Swords to the Page of Swords. What that would lead me to believe is that somebody was doing something shady, messy, and the other one found out. Or the other one found out, but is keeping that information close to their chest. It almost feels like I don't know if it's a third party. Let's find out. What is it? What is the Three of Swords? I don't know if it's like another person. I don't think so. I think it's something, but I don't know what. What is it? Oh. Okay. We're going to have to put this together. It's been a long time since I've read for you. So, yeah, it's not a person. It's not like I see Emily was talking to another guy or Greg was talking to another girl. That's not what the Three of Swords is. But the Three of Swords is heartbreak due to something happening, a third person or a third something. The Page of Swords for me is social media. It's also watching somebody, watching their actions, listening, being very observant and aware. That sounds more like Greg. It sounds more like Greg and her had made a deal to stay together for the time being and get along. Get along for the sake of the puppy, okay? But I think he overheard something or read something. He either read text between her and her mother, or he overheard a conversation, something like that. Because the Ace of Swords is that somebody found out some truthful information that they did not know. The Five of Pentacles is all about abandonment, abandoning ship, leaving, rejection, walking away. I think there's a plan. I think the third sword is a plan. The Two of Pentacles, that this is not, it's something that he's keeping to himself, mindful of it, but not reacting, okay? Because reacting is not always the best thing. Staying back and watching, observing, taking notes, clocking it, clocking things. He doesn't know for sure yet what it is that's going on, but we do have the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is somebody's going to end this relationship. Oh, doggy. This might be the one that you want to extend on. Damn. Okay. Emily, give me 3 cards. What's going on between you and Greg? Give me 3 cards on the left. And then I'm going to ask you, Greg, so get ready. 3 cards. Wow, this is like better than I could have thought of. Or thought would happen. He likes to be, it's smart. That's what I'm trying to, like, that's what I'm trying to say. He's being very smart. Instead of being reactive, like, I found this, or what, you're planning to leave me, or blah, blah, or whatever this is that I'm going to figure out. He's smart. He's like using the information in the future to help him out with what he wants the most. Thank you. Okay. 2 more cards, girl. Emily, 2 more cards. What is going on with you and Greg? Don't try to lie to me, bitch. Don't try to lie to me, biatch. Because I'll see right through it. So don't even. She gave me 4 cards. Greg, give me 4 cards then. Oh, shit. No, let's do hers. It'll get too confusing. Let's do hers so that he can hear it. Okay? Because she's here, he's here, they're higher selves, right, Marissa? So instead of getting the 4 cards from her and then getting them from him and then talking about it, it's better because he's sitting here observing, listening, and taking this in. Okay, we're going to extend it. So it's going to end at whatever 5 minutes after it was supposed to. Okay, so I was like, bitch, don't lie to me. So first she gives me this card. The 4 of Pentacles is about not letting go, but this is not him, girl. This is you know what. She is refusing to relinquish extra time with the puppy. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. This would normally be, I'm holding on to him. I don't want to let go. That's what she wanted me to say. But I said, don't lie to me. Because I know. But this is what she wanted me to think. I still love my husband. Like, I want to work things out. Blah, blah, blah. Nope. So, no. She's thinking about what is in her best interest. Walking away from what does not serve her. And I said 3 cards. She gave me 4. The Queen of Wands. She is telling him one thing. This is what she is pretending. She's pretending, let's work this out. We're married. Let's not get a divorce. Let's, let's just work on this. Let's not, let's try going to counseling. Let's do this. Let's do that. And if in the end we can't work it out, at least we end, cordially, and we can like separate and do this the right way. Yeah, right. That's just what she wants him to think. But this is her being very messy behind the scenes. Very messy behind the scenes, very calculated. There's a plan, and the plan is a tower, and the tower is breaking up the relationship, the home, the life, the marriage, the family. Okay? So now, after hearing that, let's go to his side. Greg, now what do you want to say? Tell me anything you want to say about you and Emily. Marissa is asking. Give me 4 cards. What a conniving. Hi, Valerie. It's been so long. I've been very ill. I've been thinking about you. I was like, I hope she comes on. I'll be on much more often now. Exactly. He deserves better. Me. Exactly. Well, we'll get to see in your next question what he thinks about you nowadays. Okay. Yep. So he's on to her. He's on to her lies. Okay, he's on to her lies. We have the moon card. He knows that He knows that the words that are coming out of her mouth are not matching the way she treats him. He's like, if we slept in the same bed, if we were intimate, if we went on dates, if I saw the love, maybe I would believe it. But she's almost telling on herself. You know what I mean? By the way she is towards him. She's awkward. He's like, she tries. She tries so hard to like come sit with me and be like, wanna watch a movie? Yeah, well, a movie. Thank you, honey. If you wanna wait, you can get in line. I'll stay on for you. But we got a couple more questions ahead of you. So it's up to you. Okay, so I'm not going to believe her lies. I don't know her whole plan, but I am piecing it together. Um, but he is saying, like, she is trying really hard to confuse him and to make him believe that this is what she wants, that she wants them to stay together. She wants a happy family. And so he's just waiting for the right opportunity to come because right now he's holding back. The strength card is not about going crazy, right? Oh, yeah, yeah. Ask her how many questions or how many questions. Okay. So the strength card, Marissa, is not about acting on his suspicions. It's about holding back, being very intentional. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is he's waiting for that prime opportunity to kind of show her what he knows. And he's waiting for that moment. He almost wants to embarrass her and catch her off guard. So right now, he's playing nice. He's moving forward. He's letting the family think that they are good. So if you're seeing pictures of them, yeah, that is what is supposed to be going on right now, Marissa. They're supposed to be together. Yeah, a regular question is 20. A longer extended one is 30, honey. Um, what time did we have till? Did we still have time, guys? My daddy's with me. 7:28. Hold on, let me see. 7:30 it ends. Okay, well, I talked for a couple of minutes. So let's go to 32. Yeah, let's go to 32 because I kind of talked for a couple of minutes. All right. So now, Jeremiah, if there's anything to add for Marissa to know, go ahead. What's going on? Be a fly on the wall. What's going on between the two of them? What does that look like? Or is there any message you want to give to Marissa? I kind of want him to tell you whether to wait around with this thought of like, maybe you guys will have a second chance, or maybe you won't. I don't know, but we'll see what comes out. All right. Any message, a last message that you could give Marissa about the dynamic between Emily and Greg? Oh, yeah. See? Okay. So in this deck, there are two 10 of swords. One of them says this: everything is fine. He knows that it's over, but he is going to act and play the part that everything is just fine, even though he knows she's planning something. He thinks she's probably planning to file and it be a complete shock on his end. which is not nice. Not nice. As far as you, Jeremiah wants to give you a message, and it kind of lines up with what I wanted to know. So he gave me the Eight of Cups, which is all about walking away. Okay, so this would be Greg walking away, or Emily walking away, whatever. Them walking away from each other. And that he does think about you. Okay, this is a card all about thinking a lot about you. And this is the waiting card, and this is the love card. So this almost feels like girl, my dad gave me the best, 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 best. Excuse me. Advice. Whoever files first, do you know that for 30 days they can withhold that from the other person for 30 days until they go to the court date? Like, if you want to be sinister, if she wanted to be sinister, she could file first, have her best friend, I remember I had Shell file, hand the papers to my ex-husband. Wrong move. It should be somebody that is from the court. Like, that was so wrong. And I was in the car. It was so messy. It was so bad. But we were like 20 something. Anyways, if you file first, well, I don't know, because you guys are in a different state. Yeah, okay. That's so funny that you said that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's kind of private, Leo-san. I'm trying not to say exactly what it is, so don't ask her that yet. But yeah, it might not be like that. But for here, it is. You don't have to, but you can. Okay. But anyways, Jeremiah just wants you to know exactly. Let's not say on here, guys. I'm trying to be as discreet as possible. Okay. So, you are playing the waiting game, but it is for love. Like, it doesn't mean you guys are going to end up together, but he is saying it's worth waiting a little while longer. Okay, so that one you're going to send 10 more. And then the next one is going to be feelings. So I'm going to use this deck. The next one is going to be your regular, right? How does he feel about you? Thoughts, energy. Did Valerie send in, and where was she going to send it to? Okay, so let's start this one. This is 10 minutes. We're going to start, it's 33. We'll start at 34. It'll end at 44. Leo-san, end at 44. Okay. All right. Woo! A card already flew out. The 10 of Cups. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into the second question for Marissa. She wants to know Greg. So, Emily, please be gone. Bye. Okay. Greg only. Step forward. Come closer. Thank you. Are you thinking about getting a haircut? Otherwise, he's talking to me about haircut. Yeah, Venmo is fine. Hold on. Let me answer Valerie first. What is your question? Tell me what your question is, and I'll tell you whether it's a $20 one. Thank you. There you go. You could choose. If it's $20, it's going to be a 10-minute reading. If it's $30, you're going to get a 15-minute reading. Okay. Go ahead and do that with Leo-san so that I can do the reading, please. So now it's going to change. It's going to end at 45. Here we go. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this reading for Marissa. Greg, yeah, he's showing me I'm about to do a big haircut on myself. And color and everything. So maybe he's just telling me like good luck with your hair, Crystal, but he just showed me that. So I don't know if that was about me or you. All right, here we go. All right. What are your current feelings, thoughts? When you think of Marissa, what do you think about? Aw, he's sweet. He's like, I hope wherever she is, whatever she's doing, wherever she is in life, I hope that she is at her full capacity of contentment, love, and happiness. Okay? He wants nothing but the best for you. Yeah, but he was showing me like my hair. Like he was showing me like exactly the way I'm gonna cut my hair. So he might have just been sweet, saying like, "Good luck, Crystal. I know you're gonna cut your hair soon. It'll be good." Okay, so, but he's like, whether you're with somebody, whether you're not, whether you're exploring that, whether you're at your full potential at your job, at your family, your friends, he just hopes that you're living a very happy, loving, content life. Okay? Because justice, you deserve it. You're one of those people from his history that absolutely deserves everything you could ever wish for. I got Valerie's payment for a $20 question. Thank you. He's always so handsome when he gets a cut. Okay. The Empress. Okay. So he looks at you as the Empress. The Empress to me is the most beautiful woman in the world. Um, and then you're so cute saying he's so handsome when he gets a haircut. Um, whew. Stuck energy. What is this about? He's apologizing. He's apologizing. If you are waiting for me, how do I say this in the best way? He's saying, don't stop living your life. Don't stop looking for love. Don't wait for me. If you happen to be single and I in the future happen to be single, I know we will connect. Exactly. I know we will connect. But he's like, but I don't see, oh, I hate to say that. He's saying like I don't see my situation finishing anytime soon. So he would hate to feel like you are waiting in the wings. Um, but if in fact in the future you both end up single at the same time, he will come straight to you. He wants you to know that. Like he will beeline it for you, to you. Um, he says that you guys have an undeniable connection that he has not shared with anybody since you or before you, including this person he's currently with, which says a lot, right? Um, your your connection's very different. When he is in dark times, low times, he's being very sweet. He's like, I think about what she would tell me if I went to her for advice. She would tell me to keep my head up. She would tell me to keep my head in the game. She would tell me not to allow Emily to get the best of me. And to not to just exist, then I need to be happy as well and I need to live. And if I'm just existing in this relationship, then, there's more for me. So I would be a friend if anything if he came to me. Yes, it feels very much like he feels like he has kind of by thinking about you, right? Because every time somebody thinks about you, it does something to us. You'll start thinking about him. You'll be like, why was he in my dream last night? So he kind of is saying, like, I feel like I've kind of held you, not captive, but like held you. And so, like, I just want to see you make your dreams come true. And he knows what those are: family, falling in love, getting proposed to, engaged, having a wedding, having babies. Oh shoot, my phone. Let me see. And so he's just saying, I release you from feeling like you need to do that. Um, but that he still has feelings for you. But if he's not able, sorry guys, I'm trying to charge my phone. This is the way I'm going to have to look. Sorry. Um, but okay, give me a few minutes of just what do you think about her, and keep your marriage out of it. Keep your failing marriage out of it. She's kind of letting you know that, like, she's always there for you as a friend. It probably won't be romantic because I think Marissa's going to find love sooner than you're going to get out of your mess, Greg. Okay? Um, this is very cute. Jeremiah is telling me, wow, Jeremiah is telling me to tell you, Marissa, that that Greg personally has prayed and said, oh, he like wants to cry, but he like means it. He's like, I can't go back and change things. I can't go back and like make us work. I can't go back and not get married and do all of this stuff. Like, at the end of the day, I have one great thing that came out of it, and so I'm happy. But I adore her and I want somebody like her, but I also pray for God to bring her person. That if it isn't me, send her who she's meant to be with, because she's the one person. Greg saying you are the one person that he's ever met, that he's ever, whether you guys were, dating or not, that you deserve the happily ever after. You deserve, I would be a friend if any. Oh, okay. You didn't write again. I thought you wrote something. Sorry. Please, because my first marriage. No, exactly. I say that too. Like, come on. It's time for our second marriage. Time is it? Stop. 2 more minutes. Okay. Anything else to say? But that was really sweet. You know what I mean? He's kind of like, he has prayed for you. He goes, I don't know if she's with the love of her life. I don't know. But he does think that you're the one that has contacted him. Okay, 1 more minute. He does think you're the one that has contacted him. And so that is why he started to pray that, like, if you're holding on at all, which is normal. So don't feel wrong for holding on. Like, when we love somebody, we love somebody. I just want that one, of course. And he will come through. He's like, she will hear from me and we will be in each other's lives in some way, shape, or form. If it ends up not being romantic, then that was my bad. And like, Jeremiah is making it just very, very apparent that that's how much he cares about you. Instead of praying, make Marissa wait for me. No, like he actually does have love for you. So he is hoping that they will send you the right person, a soulmate, because there's no better person. That's why he's showing you as the Empress, the Lover's card, I mean, the Princess of Cups, the Princess of Coins. Like, he thinks so highly of you. Okay. What was the last question? That one feeling is just there for him. Oh, of course. No, you're not. And I can tell. I could tell a big switch of energy, a big shift. I could feel, a year ago that you were, hoping there'd be an ending by now, but I feel a complete shift in energy that you're not going to wait for anybody, and that now is your time, and you want your person now, and you deserve that person now. And I get when you say the first one didn't count, I completely understand what you mean. We want babies. We want babies. I want to be an aunt. I will come to Texas and come see you. I have to see you when you're like pregnant. Okay. Hopping out of my feelings. Yesterday I got asked to be an office manager. No way. It's finally happening. Oh my God. For one of my locations at my company. Today I accepted the offer. How will the girls react when they see the message? This is amazing. Marissa, good job. Good job. You're not going to get any hate. So let's start. It'll end at 57, guys. All right, here we go. Yesterday, congratulations, first of all. Okay, you got asked to be an office manager for one of your locations at your company. You accepted the offer. How will the girls react when they see the message? Okay, so you know how you would normally see jealousy, or no, everybody's going to be like, I have the coolest manager. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you. Here we go. But let's see. Let's see what comes out. How are the girls going to react when they see the message? But it's only 2 minutes from my house. Girl. Okay, so are you going to be working with totally different people? Is it a certain amount of days, or is this going to be your full-time position? 2 minutes from your house. That is a million times better. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. There's going to be like one person. There's going to be, could it be your witch provider? There's going to be one person that is not happy. Yeah, okay, but so different people, you'll be at this location full time. Yes. This is what we've wanted for you. You know who it is. It's one motherfucking person, and this is the petty ass. I didn't get my location because of that witch. Okay, is this the witch provider, or is this somebody else? Tell me. The Five of Swords is not wanting this for you. The High Priestess is that you were the right choice. Whoever hired you made the right choice. How are the girls going to respond to the message? Celebratory. They're going to want to celebrate. Okay, so girls that you've worked for, damn, there is two people. I did not feel that. Two people, one, two. One person is like I think that this person could be the witch manager only because you said you didn't get your location because of her. Because the Five of Swords has, and the person she made the office manager. Okay. Everyone hates the new office manager. Ooh, well, guess what? Your friends are going to still be working there with the manager that they don't like and the witch provider they don't like. Oh my god. So, one person made this happen, meaning you not getting your your location. This has to be the one that's in charge. And then there's Seven of Swords is all about like jealousy, just complete jealousy. This is two people. And you know why there are two people? Because one person needs one other person to talk shit with. So it is two people because one needs the other, if that makes sense. They can both talk shit, but your friends are going to be applauding you. Your coworkers from your old location are going to be applauding you, talking about when are we going out? Let's celebrate. You deserve this. You are the Queen of Wands. But guess what? You're also the Queen of Swords because now you are in charge, bitch. You are in charge. You got what you wanted. You leveled up. I know you've been wanting this for years. You deserved it, and they chose other people along the way, and you were like, what the hell? I'm the one who's been here the longest. I should have gotten it. You finally got what was coming for you. And for some reason, it's divine timing because Spirit is telling me, Jeremiah is telling me, let her know this. What needed to happen, if you hear one thing tonight, listen to this. One thing in your life needed to happen before you fall in love, get engaged, get married, have babies, and get a house and all of the above. Okay? You needed this leveling up. You needed to be a boss because you're a boss, babe. The boss made me the manager, and that's all that matters to me because I earned, yes, because you earned it. But now it's like your dreams, right, are aligning. So you finally got the position that you should have gotten for years. For some reason, things happen now. And the next thing is your soulmate's coming in. I opened up a small business. Oh, girl, you got to text me and tell me about this. Okay, we have how many more minutes? 1 more minute? 2 more minutes? You're going, and you are, girl, you're going to be sad that you're not with your girls, but it almost makes it easier in a way to like be the boss when you're working with new people. They need to respect you, they need to look at you like that. Yeah, 55, right? What is 4? 4 what? 4 kids? What is 4? Woo! 4 of Wands, the 1111 card. This is what's coming next, girlfriend. You're going to get into a relationship very soon. But yeah, your girls are going to be happy. Oh, minutes? Oh, okay. We have 3 more minutes. Got it. Yeah. The star, you earned it. You guys are going to plan to go out somewhere. You're going to celebrate. Whether that means after work, you guys are going to go to a restaurant and have margaritas and tacos. Or you guys are going to go out and do whatever Marissa wants to do. There's going to be so many more people rooting for you and congratulating you, and the toxic two little people can go talk shit in you know, they're just losers. My boss says I can't be friends with my coworkers. I have to be professional, but it's hard. I know. I think that there's a way to have both. I think that as long as you aren't, giving anybody, you know, oh, you can go on lunch 15 minutes early because you're my friend. You're not like that. You know what you need to do as a manager. You're ready for that position. And they gave you the position because they know that you can do it. So yes, of course your boss is going to say you can't be friends with your coworkers. You got to like, and I know that they say like, what is that word that you're not allowed to like hang out? Oh, there's a specific word. I busted my ass for my spot and I waited. It's my turn. It is. It's the right timing. Just everything's going to go perfectly well. Like I don't think there's anything more to say. But congratulations, because that makes me so happy. I also heard something completely different from you today, which was if Greg, reaches out, you'll always be a friend. That's changed. So I just see that you are seeing your worth and you're seeing that you want what you want now, and that's okay. You're welcome. I'm sure the witch provider is pissed because she is like a shared owner. But the meme is the one that gave it to me, so that's all that matters. I care for him deeply. Yes. Love it. Okay. We have our last question. I don't know if she posted it. Valerie, are you here, my love? This is a really good reading, girl. But congratulations. When did this happen? Yesterday, and you accepted it today. Oh my goodness. You've worked there for how many years? Hi, Valerie. I would like to know what's coming in for Eric and I over the next few months. Also curious to know his parents feel about our relationship. Today you accepted it, and then what? Tomorrow it goes out 6 years. Damn. Okay. Last thing, did you send the $10 yet, or you'll send that when you're done, Marissa? Yes, congratulations. She really does deserve this. She works her ass off. Okay, Valerie, I know that I did one reading for you. Can you because you're new still, can you kind of tell me what the last one was about? Okay, no problem. No problem. Don't, don't do anything when you're driving. You're welcome. I'm proud of you. So proud of you. So deserving. And you know what? You'll find out who your real friends are. The ones that want to congratulate you and be excited, those are your roll dogs. Yeah, Valerie, if you could just kind of write, like, give me a little bit of what, can't remember everybody, but I remember you specifically. Yes, yes. It was about his feelings about me and if our relationship would lead to long term. I said yes, 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 right? And you guys have been dating for how long? I'm going to use this. Okay, so let's go ahead and Jeremiah and Samantha, please come in, my spirit guides, to this last reading of the night for Valerie. I'm so glad to see you come back in. You were a complete pleasure last time. So your man is named Eric. Yes, I saw all good things. Good, good, good. We've been dating a little over a year now. Okay, that's what I was thinking. It was around a year. So your question is, I would like to know what's coming in for Eric and I over the next few months. Also curious to know how his parents feel about our relationship. Have you met his parents? Okay, so I'm going to use this deck for Valerie, Jeremiah. So thank you for everybody else's reading. Let's let go of everybody that I've read for, and let's bring in Eric, which is Valerie's boyfriend of a little over a year. Woo! There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck, the Modern Witches Tarot deck. Let's sage the pendulum, the deck. Let's sage the other deck just in case. Okay, yes, I just spent Mother's Day with his mom. Just a few times though. Perfect. Okay, because I heard more is on the way. Okay, so we're gonna start. It's a 10-minute. So let's round it to 8:02. Let's end at 12. Leo-san, if you're still here, we'll end at 12 after. All right, so let's try to do, I want to do the parents first. Let's do that part. All right, Jeremiah and Samantha, let's start with this deck. She wants to know, Valerie wants to know, over the next few months, no. She's curious to know how his parents feel about their relationship. Here we go. Mom liked you a lot. Mama liked you a lot. She's very nice. Oh, 8:12, or wherever you guys are, 12 after. That's why I say 12 after. Yeah, it's 10 minutes. So if it's 8:02 for me, if it's 10:02 for you, it'll be 12. You get what I'm saying? For me, it'll be 8:12. For you guys, it'll be different. So that's why I say 12 after. Yeah, thank you. Okay, here we go. Mama loves her boy. She loves her Eric. Okay. Is Eric taller than his mom? It's okay. I thought it would be easier for you instead of always saying my time, but Valerie, is she shorter than him? Because she's showing me a picture of, like, I don't know exactly what Eric looks like. What I see more is like I see you, like I see people, but it's almost, I don't know. I'll explain it another time. He's taller than her and she's shorter, and she's just loves her baby. Like she has so much love for this boy, and he could do no wrong. And yeah, she's saying, so Mama loves you. She's like, she's a perfect addition to the family, that you're very sweet, you're very respectful, you're a little quiet. Were you a little quiet with her? Like a little bit shy, maybe? We have the Hermit. Let me know the answer to that part. So she is shorter because I am seeing him and like hugging her, and she just loves her boy. But the Hermit, I would say just more observant. Okay, so you were the Hermit. You were kind of, I could see that you would smile, but you weren't like, hey, I'm gonna walk in there and be this like talkative person. Like, I'm not like that either. I would be more observant. I would just kind of sit back and smile, and not that I'm shy, because I'm not shy at all. That makes more sense. Like, observant, just kind of watching. Is his mom married or not? I'm getting something to do with that. But I did make the effort to be around her and talk to her. That's what matters. That's what matters to her. And she told him she's a pretty girl. She's a pretty one. Okay, she is married. Okay, good. So she's the reason why I asked that is that she really she takes things serious when he dates girls. What age range are you? You don't have to tell me your age. You can say 20s, 30s, 40s. I know you're on the younger one. I cannot see. My eyes are so bad that I cannot see. I can see that big L with the blue, but I cannot see what you look like. So I cannot tell what age you look like. That's actually the perfect age. Okay. Okay. She keeps saying a perfect addition to the family, that she definitely wants more opportunities with you. Okay. So this is like an 8 out of 10. This is like, okay, like she sees that like you're coming in for Mother's Day and like you're the odd man out, right? Like you guys have been dating for a year, but like things with you and Eric are getting more serious. She does think you might be the closest to the one that she's ever seen him date. And she does tell him this, not in front of you, but she has told, like, Mother's Day just happened. Either she will tell him or she has told him, but in private, of what she thinks about you. It's all positive. So let's go to, you wanted the other part of your question, so we don't run out of time, is you would like to know what's coming in for you guys over the next few months. I'm going to a family reunion with them in Shut up. So I'm excited to be going around all the family in general. Okay, this is so funny because before I even started the conversation, then all of a sudden I see his mom short and him taller, and okay, so it'd be $10 more for us to go over. So what time would that be? 17? Yeah, 17, 8:17. She'll pay $10 more. Leo-san. Okay, I'm all yelling as if she's in the room. Okay, I got really caught up with, thank you, Leo-san, you're the best. I got really caught up when she was like, oh, he's my boy and I love him and da da da. What I first saw is I said something, and I'm gonna go back and watch this when it uploads. It takes a while it takes a couple hours for some reason to upload. But once it uploads, I'm gonna go back and see what I said in the beginning. Because I swear I said something like, there's gonna be more to come. And you said you saw her on Mother's Day. I then was going to say, before she started showing me all of that, are you going to be doing something in June? Are you invited to Father's Day? There's something in June. And now you're telling me there's a family reunion in June. So that's just confirmation. This is great. Okay, so what's going to happen in the next few months? More stability. More stability. Okay? Have you guys talked about moving in? I don't think you're in a rush, but the talk about moving in at some point is going to be talked about. Okay? This is a very passionate, loving, thank you, Marissa, I love you. There's going to be more passion, more creativity. You guys might even come together and work on something together, you and Eric. Okay, let's see what else. What else is coming to their relationship? Somebody doesn't want to move in. Why? Yes, let's do it private. just message me and we can work that out. I'll tell you my openings and stuff. Valerie, have you guys over the year just taken it really slow? Who wants to move in? Who doesn't? I wonder what we are going to work on. It looks like you guys, but I feel like this isn't in the, like, okay, in the next, yeah, it's been very slow moving, but you got to look at this. He introduced you to his mother on Mother's Day. On Mother's Day. That's big. He's inviting you to the family reunion next month. So this man wants you in his life, okay? It does feel very slow moving. So that's why I say you guys aren't going to move in anytime soon, but over the next few months, as you get closer, he's going to be less restrictive. He's going to be less slow moving. He just wants to make sure he's with the right person, doing the right pace, not messing up. That's pretty honorable. But of course, us girls want to know if we're with the one, right? I do think you're with the one. There is something you guys are gonna like do together, but that could just be, I mean, it doesn't have to be work. It doesn't have to be, it could just be something that you guys integrate into this relationship. That does he live with his parents? Do you? What is the living situation like? Because over the next few months, the conversation will start to come in. Not saying by this time, not saying anything, just kind of what are your ideas on moving in? Like, is that something you would do before marriage? Like, you're gonna start having more conversations that are deeper. That's what I thought. And that's what I thought. Shut up. This is so crazy. I swear. I swear, when I am in it and I am connected to spirit, I knew that you were the independent one, and I knew that he was the mama's boy that lived at home. And not because he's a mama's boy, but I could just feel that that is where he lived. And why I asked you, where do you live, is because this card came up for me, and I had to decide, is this Eric or is this you? And I felt this was you. That you're independent, you live alone, so you're kind of like, okay, well, yeah, I would at least like to like have the conversation about moving in. It would be like, you know, the next move, right? I say that if you guys just get through the holidays this year, it's a home run. Like, you're going to move in quickly and everything is going to go quickly. So enjoy the ride through the, like, enjoy the ride, enjoy taking your time. He's doing these things, he's inviting you to see, will this work? Okay? It's almost not like a test, but it's something in his head. He kind of needs you to fit in, I guess, with the family, and like that's gonna be more of when he takes it to the next level. You will stay together, absolutely, but if he takes too much time, if anybody was to end this relationship, it would be you. And I think you think it would be him, but it would be you. Yes, I just fear that I don't want to waste my time, but I love him so much. Exactly. And so, do you hear me clearly when I say that? Does that make sense to you? He's not the one that will end it. It would be you. If you guys, if you met his mom, it's already been a fucking year, right? You're 30. You're not 20, right? He lives with his mom. It's a little bit of a problem, not the biggest problem, okay? He is now integrating you into the family. You're going to go and meet everybody. Be yourself. Walk around. This is what he's going to be doing. Remember this. He's gonna see if he can leave you to the wolves at this family reunion. If he could go off and talk to so and so and leave you by yourself, the biggest attraction is going to be seeing you walking around and just introducing yourself to people, being yourself. That is going to be what clicks in his head. Okay? He's going to clock it and he's going to be like, okay, they all love her. I love her. And then, like, you guys are going to have like a really nice summer. You're going to do a lot. But you guys need to go on lots of dates. Do you guys date enough? How many days a week do you spend time together? Now, I do not judge because I cannot be with somebody every day. But how many days a week do you guys at least hang out? It will. You're killer. You're gorgeous. Like, I cannot see your picture, but I just know you are. Okay, that's exactly what I was thinking. You do go on dates. Perfection. And he has a job, right? That's like the bare minimum. We need this man to have a job. 2 to 3 days, perfect. In my mind, that is perfect. Okay, summer is going to be really fun, okay? But it's also going to be very sexy. I see like hot summer. He has a good career. All right. Then hang in there. Just hang in there. He just needs these validations, right? He already sees it in you. He just needs you to be around the family. He needs to know that if he leaves you alone for 20 minutes, that you can hold your own. So at the reunion, I don't want you to plant your ass in a chair and just kind of smile. I need you to get around, go up to a lot of the men, and just be cool as hell. That is going to be like, that's it. If my boys, or like if I'm a guy, and my boys or my family, my cousins, my uncles, like, they're telling me what a cool chick I got and how beautiful she is, and then the women are like, oh my god, she's so sweet. That's all he needs. He needs validation from his family because he loves his family so much. Yeah, that's what gets me nervous, is just the validation from his family. I agree, I'm pretty friendly and myself in general. Good. And that's all you can do. It's all you can do. It should never be a test. It should never feel that way. So you don't do anything that's not organic. I'm just telling you, I can see from his eyes what he's wanting to see so that he can, like, check, check, check. Okay, I'm good. I'm making the right decision with her. Now I can move forward. Then you guys are going to spend more and more time together. I see that you guys like a certain show, or will. The Traders, Survivor, The Bachelor, something. Something that gets you guys every single week at the same time. If that's not happening now, something will come that you will do that. Um, and then I see like the summer being hot and sexy and fun and the beach and like whatever. And then I see the real, like when you guys are getting real close to being like a forever ever, is getting through the holiday seasons, celebrating, and then by January I see that you guys are going to move in together. And I think we're at the time of the extended. 8:19. Yeah, we went 2 minutes over. That's perfect. Yay! But you guys are going to stay together. But remember what I said. If anybody decides to end it, it's going to be you. Because you're independent. You live on your own. In your mind, you think that you guys have been together long enough to where this needs to speed up a little bit faster. She adores you. Her words, her exact words, were a perfect addition to the family. And a mom is not usually that nice. I mean, no, she's nice, but like, she wouldn't normally say that. It will be. It will be. It'll be worth it. But if you guys don't move in by the beginning of next year, I would be like, bro, we gotta talk. Like, that's almost 2 years. Like, come on now. And I have a place. Just move your shit in. You can be patient, but it's already been over a year. So, like, me telling you another 6 months, that's the most I would wait. But you are doing well. You are being very patient. But I say if you guys get through all of those things, your lease is not up until next June. So a year from now, oh, you live in a studio. Then, girl, keep your place for a year, but there needs to be talk that at that point, you guys are going to go get a bigger place. If you don't want him to live with you in a studio, cool. That's where you get to make your own life decisions. And so if you guys have too much stuff together, it's not going to all fit, makes sense. But there needs to be plans made starting in January for June. And come to me, because if he has not brought that up in the next few months, ask me how you need to bring it up, because I can help you with that. I'm also a relationship coach. All right, guys? You can always get a private reading with me with psychic tarot, or you can do relationship coaching, okay? It's all the same price. All right, so you're going to send $10 more, Valerie, and then we are done for the night. I appreciate all of you. Unless you already sent it, Valerie, let me know. Otherwise, I will look right now. Thank you. Please, word of mouth. Send your friends. Also, you can email me, and I can give you my phone number, and that's how you can get in contact with me to get private readings, to find out when I'm going on. Thank you. I see it come through. Thank you, guys. Leo-san, thank you. You were an amazing moderator tonight, and I appreciate you so much. I'll give you another question next time, okay? I will go do that right now. Okay, bye, guys. Good night. I'll be back on soon, promise. Just give me... If I'm not on, I'm either sick or... Yes, do that, Valerie. Let me know what happens after the reunion. Perfect. Thank you, guys.